In 1901, off the rugged cliffs of a tiny Greek island, sponge divers pulled a corroded bronze lump from a Roman shipwreck. Nothing unusual, until the ocean surrendered its secret. Inside that lump was a machine that shouldn't exist, a device containing precision-cut gears, astronomical calculations, and mechanical engineering so advanced it wouldn't appear again for 1,000 years. Who built it? How was this knowledge lost? And why did a machine this powerful end up at the bottom of the sea? Tonight, we investigate the most baffling artifact of the ancient world, the Antikythera Mechanism. Our story begins near Antikythera, a windswept island between Crete and mainland Greece. A group of sponge divers, ordinary men searching for sea sponges, descended 150 feet into the deep. What they found was no treasure chest, but a massive Roman-era shipwreck filled with statues, coins, jewelry, objects fit for an emperor. Buried among them, a lump of bronze and wood, worthless, forgettable, until curiosity led Greek archaeologists to crack it open. Inside were interlocking gears, each hand-cut with teeth as fine as a pocket watch. That moment, according to historians interviewed by Smithsonian Magazine, changed ancient science forever. Because until then, no one believed the ancient Greeks possessed mechanics like this. This isn't just archaeological trivia. It shakes the foundations of our understanding of human knowledge. This mechanism predates medieval clockwork by 1,000 years. It demonstrates astronomical precision normally attributed to Renaissance Europe. And it suggests a scientific tradition we've never seen, one that vanished without explanation. These are not fringe theories. Modern analysis is transforming what we thought possible. New reconstructions show how the device modeled the ancient cosmos. And the latest research suggests it tracked the Greek lunar year. The more we study it, the stranger and more extraordinary it becomes. Together, their evidence forms one of the most compelling mysteries in historical science. When conservators cleaned the artifact, they separated it into 82 surviving fragments. Fragment A, the largest, held 30 bronze gears. Others held inscriptions, tiny Greek letters etched into metal like notes in an ancient manual. Then, in 2005, a breakthrough. For the first time, researchers could peer inside the corroded mass, revealing hidden gears, inscriptions, and mechanical alignments. Smithsonian describes the moment as seeing the mind of an ancient engineer directly. Here's what we know for certain. 1. The device calculated the positions of the sun and moon. 2. It predicted eclipses using the Saros cycle. 3. It contained the Metonic cycle, a 19-year calendrical harmony of lunar and solar time. 4. It tracked ancient games, possibly including the Olympics. But the front display, the most complex part, is almost entirely missing. That's where UCL comes in. The UCL Antikythera research team spent years reanalyzing inscriptions and gear ratios. Their model suggests the front once showed the zodiac, the sun's movement, the moon's phases, and potentially the motions of the 5 known planets. The Greeks believed planets moved in wandering loops across the sky. The mechanism appears designed to predict these motions mechanically, a staggering concept for the ancient world. Then came a surprise. A 2024 study used statistical analyses to examine faint hole patterns under the calendar ring. It didn't track a 365-day Egyptian solar year as once believed. It tracked a 354-day Greek lunar year. This changes everything, implying the mechanism blended scientific astronomy with local Greek calendrics. But this discovery deepens the mystery. Why encode multiple lunar systems? Why layer so many cycles into one device? The investigation only gets stranger. The evidence forces historians to consider competing explanations, none of which fully solve the puzzle. Theory 1, a Rhodian workshop. Evidence suggests something shocking. Inscriptions use vocabulary associated with Rhodes, a Greek island renowned for astronomy. Hipparchus, the mathematician credited with discovering the moon's irregular orbit, lived on Rhodes, and the mechanism uses his lunar theory with stunning precision. Plausible? Absolutely. Proven? Not even close. No workshop, no tools, no prototypes have been found. Theory 2. A singular masterpiece. Some scholars argue the mechanism was a one-off, custom-made for a wealthy patron. The Shipwreck's cargo supports this, a luxury transport filled with art and valuables. But this raises a haunting question. Who builds something this advanced? Once. Where are the apprentices? Where are the earlier models? Where is the evolution of the technology? Nothing like it has ever been found. Theory 3. A lost Greek engineering tradition. Others believe the mechanism is evidence of an entire scientific lineage, erased by war, fire, or political upheaval. The precision gear cutting, the mathematical sophistication, it all suggests practice, refinement, not a single impulsive stroke of genius. But if this tradition existed, it left almost no trace. The Theory 4. The lunar calendar hypothesis. This new theory argues that the mechanism tracked a Greek lunar year, not solely a solar one. The evidence is strong, a statistical match of 354 holes, but critics say the mechanism already tracks lunar solar cycles elsewhere. Why double up? This debate is only beginning. And now we reach the heart of the mystery. Even with CT scans, advanced modeling, and decades of research, major questions remain untouched. Who built it? No name appears on the device, no records mention it. How widespread was this knowledge? A single artifact can't prove a scientific tradition, but its sophistication suggests one. Why did the technology vanish? Rome conquered Greece, libraries burned, scholars were displaced. Did the tradition die quietly or violently? What did the original front display truly look like? We have inscriptions describing the cosmos, but not the mechanism that generated them. And why was it on that ship? A gift? A trophy? A scientist fleeing danger? Every clue leads to more questions, and every discovery expands the mystery. The investigation continues. What we know is astonishing. The Antikythera Mechanism predicted eclipses, tracked the moon, modeled cosmic motion, and encoded scientific knowledge that would not reappear for centuries. What we don't know is even more powerful. Who created this computer? And why did their knowledge vanish? Every fragment holds a whisper of a forgotten genius. Every inscription, a clue carried across 2 millennia. And with every new study, the mystery only deepens. So here's the question for you. If one ancient computer survived, how many more once existed? And what would it mean if another were found? Share your theories below. The investigation doesn't end here. In fact, it may be just beginning.